From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's McKinney. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
He finds his man complete. It's McKinney. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. He's going to have it by 20. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. first down. Justin Herbert. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heel.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On second down, it's McKinney, and this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down and 3. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down. Spins past him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They go play action here on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Kinlaw, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Herbert. Robinson's got it. Fights him off. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
Touchdown 49ers. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. extra point by Badgley up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rolling to his right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A give. This is Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Herbert. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On first down, McKinney. And some room to run now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, Worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a play fake as they set. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McKinney finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle Doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be fourth down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Running for it, here's Chubb. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, 49ers. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily,
touchdown! Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man is Cantrell. Oh, he sheds himself free. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 49ers. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.